There we go, got audio. Where are we flying today? I edit. So, I could go to Salt Lake City, but could also go down south. I just want to make sure Pilotedge has coverage. Let's find out. All right. Go up into down to New Mexico. Been down there in a while. Okay. Go to Gallup here. What's this, Farmington? Four Corners. Yeah, we can go over four. Let's do yeah, I think I'm liking the idea of going to Double Eagle. Procedures. Arrival. Got the curly 3. Okay. Curly 3. The route. Flip over to the IFR low chart. GPS. Oh, there's an overlying GPS. So here we go. Overfly Moab. Alright, so go ahead and load up the airplane. I was going in that regard here. Matching real conditions. So, leaving KCN1. Visual, oh no, we have an ILS, we have a localizer, 2 RNAV approaches. Go forth. We'll get that when we're actually en route. I do have the arrival down. So likely want Dove Creek. And from there, Victor 68. Terminating at RSK. And then Victor 187. Great. Okay, so we've got the route mostly worked out. But how do we get between all of these phases? I could imagine probably actually amend us to go, but we'll see if they'll give us direct Dove Creek. See what happens with that. So I'll keep the route as is and see if they amend it. Alright, so go ahead and file. Connected to Pilotedge.
Connected to Pilotedge.
Plugged in. Doors and chocks pulled. Okay. Battery. File a flight plan. Go. R. Tail number is 50. Okay, and we have our VSM mode C. And true airspeed we'll put right around 40. Departure is going to be KCNY. arriving to KAE. Cruising altitude. Going easterly, so it's got to be odd. And probably do. See if they'll give us 19,000. Actually, let's go to 210. Alternate airport. Pick or if halfway to our destination. Route of flight. A Victor 7 R dot 3 E. Okay, filed. Now let's look over this curly 3 approach. Little nice. Okay, so from Tanner, basically across Tanner, come down to 11,000. You're on the 136 radial for Albuquerque. Jet, vertical navigation planning, expect 15,000. Okay, nothing too complicated about this arrival here. Tanner transition from Tanner, Albuquerque 316 to Curly, thence Curly on 316 to Albuquerque Vortex. Quick vectors to final approach course after passing. That's it. Simple, straightforward. Right, even give us our altitude. Alright, so from there, fly on in. Oh, you know what? Let's see if there were any speed restrictions. Not see. Okay, there we go. Just a little bit of prep work there. Go ahead and obtain our clearance. I don't know if they'll put me on 122.3 for the clearance delivery, flight service. Or if it's going to be Denver Center 1 through 5. We'll find out. And then we need the weather. The ASOS 118525. Already in. Go ahead and scratch pad.
Canyonlands field weather. Wind 280 at 6, visibility more than 10. Sky clear, temperature 11, dew point -9. Altimeter 2973.
And that's it. Okay. Well, is there anything else I can go ahead and set up here? Like all I gotta do is call these guys up now. Wow, Pilotedge guy there. Okay. And let's stream over to this now. Now with the winds, 280 at 6, we are looking at probably taking off runway 21. So simple taxi then. Taxi out to runway. Okay, as usual for the takeoff briefing. Taking off runway 21. Okay, if the engine fails during the takeoff roll, we'll just go ahead and stop the airplane. Okay. If the engine fails after takeoff, runway remaining, we'll go ahead and settle back down on the runway. If not, no runway remaining, we'll continue and straight ahead somewhere. Okay. Takeoff briefing's out of the way. Go look at study material back there. I need imported stuff. Check this. Ah, there. Eclipse fine. Alright, let's go ahead and get that clearance down.
One zero Sierra Hotel, thanks. Radar contact 19 southeast of Pullman.
What?
It's 781 on Salt Lake approach on 128.1.
Okay, that's fine. Fine.
United 781 connect Salt Lake approach 128.1.
128.1. 9781.
Okay, let's find out if 122.3 good to pick our IFR. Okay, so we are Eclipse 404 Foxtrot. Okay, we're at Canyonlands. And we're IFR to Albuquerque. I'm not hearing anything on this frequency, so I may have to be over at 134.5. And actually, before we do anything, I also need to check a few. Carry as much as we can.
Continuing as published, Archer 100 Hotel.
There we go. The other thing we need to take a look at too, our weather really back. Know that there's not much at the moment, it mostly passed through, but look at where the flows are here. A little bit of
Seattle Center, Archer 100 Hotel. We'll just cancel IFR.
100 Hotel, Roger, IFR cancellation received. And do you want radar services? You can just go on your own from here.
Thanks, we'll appreciate it.
Roger, squawk VFR for exchange approved. Quebec, you're at a contact the altimeter 2978.
yeah, we'll have a pretty good flight up until
RG connect Seattle departure.
we get closer to Albuquerque. It looks like there's some clouds there.
United 781, have yet plague, cleared ILS runway 34 right approach.
Okay. Denver Center, Eclipse 404, Foxtrot Romeo, Canyonlands Airport, IFR to Albuquerque.
Aircraft for the IFR to Albuquerque, I missed the call sign.
Eclipse 404, Foxtrot Romeo.
We're 24 Quebec, Seattle approach, Roger. You've left the Bravo airspace now. Foxtrot Romeo, Denver Center, clear to the Albuquerque Airport via the Dove Creek VOR that is filed. Maintain flight level 210. Departure frequency 118.57, squawk 3745, hold for release.
That's cleared to Albuquerque via the Dove Creek. Then as filed, flight level 210, 118.57, and squawk 3745.
For Foxtrot Romeo, bring back correct. Just confirm, are you going to Albuquerque or are you going to the Double Eagle Airport there?
Double Eagle, 4 Foxtrot Romeo.
Roger, thank you. Hold for release, just call me when you're number 1 for departure. I'll have it for you then. Frequency change is approved.
Hold for release and we'll call you, 4 Foxtrot Romeo. Okay, let's go and our block code in there. Okay, transponder set. And we've been given our climb to 210. We'll go ahead and flag that altitude. Funny. 21. Come on.
Walker 533 open clearance, departure frequency 135.1, squawk 3624. Walker 533, read back correct.
Okay. Go over to our checklist.
It's 781 Heavy Connect Salt Lake Tower on 119.05.
Okay, parking brake still set. Gear handles down with 3 green. And all light switches are off. Okay. All we've got right now is our avionics on. Okay. Flaps set for takeoff. Controls check, trims set. Okay.
Walker 533 on ground, runway 28 right, taxi via Charlie and Bravo.
GPU is connected, doors are closed, oxygen check. Okay, and that's set to auto. Okay, air source also going to be set to auto. Left and right generator switches are off. Bus tie switch to auto. Put that on now. Annunciators, S.
At 781 Salt Lake Hour, good evening, runway 34 right, clear to land, wind 360 at 6.
Okay, annunciators checked. ELT switch armed. It is armed. External lights as required. Have the beacon on. Okay, and let's also get the nav lights on now. Here, 3 green. Fuel quantity has been checked. Parking brake still set. ATIS clearance, we've obtained that. Okay, altimeter set. And we need altimeter 2973. Come on. There we go, 2973. Nav, transponder, GPS. Oh yes, we need to set our route now. So they've given us direct to Dove Creek. So
Seattle Center, Nova 1 Delta Bravo, VFR request.
1 Delta Bravo standing.
KCY. Here. Then DV. Then Cortez.
For 24 Quebec, no traffic observed between you and the field. Radar services terminated. Squawk VFR change to advisory frequency approved.
RSK. Enter.
24 Quebec, no traffic between you and the field. Squawk VFR frequency change approved.
Then, here we go, ABQ. Then KAE.
For 24 Quebec, okay, we'll keep the transponder code then.
load arrival. We're looking for the Tanner early train. Any. I may not have it.
Walker 533, runway 28 right, clear for takeoff, on course approved. Yes, I did get your request.
LS for 2-2. Yeah, let's see what the Curly 2 does. Doesn't seem right. Okay. Yeah, we may not Turkey.
The 935 swing clearance good at Denver Airport. Swing 6 departure, directors Black Forest VOR. Direct Falcon VOR. Direct. Maintain 10,000, departure 124.0, squawk 2026.
Tez, Rattlesnake, Albuquerque, into K8. Let's see if I can get this to
You're back, correct.
load the arrival.
One of the Bravo Seattle Center, squawk 3607.
Arrival. Well, we'll have to follow the plate manually. Yes, aids. Yep, there we are.
One of the Bravo, squawk 3607, main VFR.
I'll keep that loaded in here. It's really simple. Tanner 136 radial. You know, cross Curly.
November 1 Bravo, we went off for a flight following, looking for weather, net half off Mullen Pass. One of the Bravo, squawk 3607, 3607.
Okay, let's finish our before takeoff checklist here. Okay, system voltage needs 23. Yeah, we're good there. Okay, strobe and beacon on. Throttles to idle. Start battery on. Okay. Start the right engine. Okay, engine instruments check. You're normal. Okay, left engine, start. And we have ignition. Okay, engine instruments checked. Okay, left right generator switch is on. You disconnect. Give the guy the good old hand signal there. Okay, the FMS is set up. We've got our navigation. Okay. Let's way to select the nav source in here. Okay. I'll remember it once we get rolling, probably. Okay, so we got GPS, so that is the nav source initially. Okay. We'll remember to hit direct flight plan menu after we get airborne. Direct Dove Creek once we reach safe altitude. Okay, parking brakes released. Roll now. Okay, brakes checked. Okay, flight instruments checked. AAATH CPMO. So altimeter set to field elevation. I'll set to pressure, really indicating close to field elevation. Okay, vertical speed indicates 0. Airspeed indicates 0. Directional gyro indicates known headings, and there's no red X's. PFD, no red X's. We do have a clock. We have a measurement for outside air temperature. Okay, now we're going to go to the CTAF here. It's 122.8. 122. Canyonlands traffic, Eclipse 404 Foxtrot Romeo. Only short at runway 21 for an IFR release. Canyonlands traffic. Denver Center, Eclipse 404 Foxtrot Romeo for departure 21.
Eclipse 404 Foxtrot Romeo, Denver Center release for departure, clearance void is now off in 10 minutes, report leaving 10,000.
For departure and report leaving 10,000 for Foxtrot Romeo. Okay, rolling. Airspeed's alive. Gauges are in the green.
538, cross Lima with a maintain flight level 240.
85 knots. Rotate.
That's sorry, say again for Walk 538.
Walk 538, cross Lima with a maintain flight level 240.
Positive rate, gear up.
Cross Labo at and maintain flight level 240, Walk 538.
Flaps up. This plane is really unpredictable before it gets up in the air here. Okay, we can go ahead and start our direct turn to Dove Creek. Okay, yaw dampener on. There we go, now we got enough trim for this here. Okay, 10 degrees is a little steep for me. I want to get back underneath that. We're going to drop our power back down from maximum. Now, 5 degree climb's good there. Get in the velocity vector, that's where it's pointed at here. Okay, let's go over to our checklist after we get our call in here. Okay, gears up, flaps are up, yaw dampener on, throttles. We'll set them to auto throttle here shortly. I want to get up a little higher first. Denver Center, Eclipse 404, Foxtrot Romeo, 10,000, climbing for 21,000, flight level 210.
Eclipse 404, Foxtrot Romeo, descent ident.
That call for 4 Foxtrot Romeo to ident.
Eclipse 4 Foxtrot Romeo.
Ident 4 Foxtrot Romeo. Work here.
Eclipse 4 Foxtrot Romeo, the contact 10 miles south of Moab. Could direct Dove Creek.
Direct Dove Creek, 4 Foxtrot Romeo.
Merit 935, wave count, runway 17 left. Taxi via Papa Golf Echo.
Hey, don't need any icing protection. We're all good there. And one thing I do want to do though is nice day and everything. Just go ahead and track real time. A little bit more scenic for y'all. Over a little here. Okay, we're gonna go to altitude change. Okay, I want like a climb rate like that. Put on nav. Auto throttle. I'll just the flight director talking there. There we go. Okay, and now we're going for flight level 210. Okay, we're going to do our 10,000 foot cockpit checks here. Pressurization looks good, delta P is good. Okay. Landing lights, we can go ahead and turn text landing off. Okay. And once we reach 18,000, we'll go ahead and set the altimeter to 992. All right. Yeah, I'm going to pre-select the
descent via
auto
the
throttle
Zambus,
at 234 knots.
clear arrival, springs altimeter 2980.
2980, descend via the Zombie 3 arrival, Walker 538.
I think I'm going to request the ILS into Double Eagle. Okay, so actually over there and here arrival, here we are, ILS from 2. Okay, so from our arrival they're probably going to give us radar vectors. So I do need the localizer and it's 113.2. Actually, before I even get that far, we do need our backups here. So we're going to tune in Dove Creek 114.6 and identify. Bring up the audio panel here. Let's see if the autopilot lets us level off here. Yep, there it goes. Excellent. Be a way to be able to identify these. Oh, yep, and then we actually need to go to 29902 limiter there. That could have been a deviation right there. Yep, not really hearing anything on Dove Creek. Well, we'll just go through the motions anyway. Something that's been driving me nuts about this sim here. What's up, bud? Heaven.
Walker 538, contact the approach 126.1.
126.1 for Walker 538, thank you.
Eclipse 4 Fox Romeo, contact Central 118.57. Eclipse 4 Fox Romeo, yeah. Walker 538, approach Centennial altimeter 2975. Expect visual approach, runway 17 left. United 935 Sphinx Tower, show you at runway 35 right, same attention. United 935, you can accept the tailwind, wind 160 at 13, you can depart of 35 right. There's no problem, have a good night. Eclipse 404 Foxtrot Romeo Center.
Eclipse 4 Foxtrot Romeo. Go ahead. Ever Center, Eclipse 4 Foxtrot Romeo. Did I miss a call from you? Denver Center, Eclipse 404 Foxtrot Romeo. You read? Check, check, check. Radio check. Let's try this. 125.5. I'm on that frequency. Is that Denver? Denver Center, Eclipse 404 Foxtrot Romeo. Do you copy me on 125.35? Interesting.
Local 538, turn left heading 350, descend and maintain 10,000, vector for approach.
Okay, let's try
10,000.
118.575. Denver Center, Eclipse 404 Foxtrot Romeo on 118.57. Do you read?
Eclipse 404 Foxtrot Romeo, Denver Center, on clear.
I must have missed my handover. I was searching frequencies to get a hold of you for Fox Romeo. Thanks.
Eclipse Foxtrot Romeo, I tried to hand you off maybe 3 times before, and I couldn't get a response. I don't show you on the scope now. It looks like a bug. Could you disconnect and reconnect?
Wilco for Fox Romeo.
Disconnected. Connected to Pilotedge.
Eclipse Foxtrot Romeo, contact 10 miles southeast of Duff Creek.
For Foxtrot Romeo.
Executive 27 is clear of request standby. Executive 27, clear to Palm Springs Airport, Kings to departure. Harbor transition then as filed. Maintain 8,000. Departure frequency 119.2. Squawk 4160. Should be correct. Local 538, descend and maintain 8,000. Airport 1 o'clock and 13 miles. Report inside.
Yeah, let's get the strobes on. And I'm also going to flip on ice protection here. Pretty close to the clouds. Okay, we're crossing Cortez now. That's 108.4. Bearing 1. Bearing. Put that at the Rattlesnake VOR 115.3. Everything happens so much quicker in this airplane than the Skyhawk. Okay, about to change heading just slightly to 136.
Local 938, good visual approach runway 17 left, contact Centennial Tower 118.9.
Okay, so we're going to be approaching the arrival here soon. .1. That's the ILS frequency. Got that pre-programmed. Okay. Station's on here. Okay. We also need the AWOS 19025.
Local 538, Centennial traffic 1 o'clock, 2 miles opposite direction, altitude indicates 8,400 and climbing.
Nothing coming in yet on that. Okay. Let's make sure that 127.4 will remain in there. And that's our approach. Okay, tower 120.15. It looks like we're going to be flying a back course on the ILS, and then a course reversal.
Exit 827, Phoenix runway 25 left at Hotel 7, taxi via Hotel 7.
Okay, and then a hold. That's actually, they have an ADF there still. No. Never mind, it's a outer marker. Never mind. Wait, yeah, actually, they do have one there. 351. Have ADF in this thing? Let's see what happens here. Not likely. I don't think I do. Not in this airplane. That's okay though. Getting a hazard alert at this altitude here. Hey Downwind Sim, how's it going? Been a while. Not sure if you just popped in or not. Alright, let's continue reviewing this approach here. We got to intercept the glide slope at 7,700. Hopefully they'll start giving us lower. Probably ask for lower, probably at Tanner. Let's look at that arrival again. That's radial 316 on that. Yeah. So I'm working locally now, not over the road, but time is still kind of limited, so I wanted to get a faster airplane with some icing protection too, so I can start practicing in those. And everything goes so much faster in a jet. I can go farther from Centennial or wherever I'm going and complete the flights in the amount of time that I have. I usually try and schedule about 2 hours for sim practice on the days I do it. Actually, M's.
Widgeted 127, Phoenix Tower, with 205 left to Hotel 7, clear for takeoff.
Just the screens, it looks.
Walker 508, exiting via Alpha this frequency, have a good night.
Okay, so turbojet vertical navigation planning, expect 15,000. Double Eagles. Airport we're headed to right here. Oh. We're about to cross Rattlesnake. We've got all of 23 minutes before we reach our Albuquerque VOR. Yeah, very true. I feel like on the cross countries it's a lot harder to get behind the airplane because there's so much time in between major IFR events, you know. Frequency changes and stuff like that. They all come much slower. But like when I'm with the flight instructor, it's just approach after approach, and so you're just constantly in those VOR dials, and everything's bam, bam, bam like that. Feels a lot more calm when you're doing the cross-country stuff. One 9025. Okay, I've got that in my comm too. Let's see if I can listen in. I'm in range yet. Doesn't look like it. Okay, let's check out the ADS-B weather. Winds are 170 at 12 knots. So yeah, I'll be good to use this approach here. Do two. A little bit of a tailwind. Well, of course I could do the ILS and then do a circle to land. 04 or even 35. Could do that. Circling them. 1,400. Yep, the clouds are nice and high. I don't really have to worry about it. Diameter 2985 at the moment.
LG 227, contact departure.
Yeah, you missed the drama a minute ago. They never handed me off and I couldn't get a hold of them. So I had to keep checking frequencies on the map to get a hold of somebody.
LG 227 is departure aircraft, let's climb and maintain flight level 210.
We're getting close to Tanner. Let's see, let's look at the nav log here. So 19 minutes. The field elevation.
Station 75402, keeping ground. Runway 27 left at Hotel 7, taxi Hotel 7.
Actually, really what we need to plan the descent for. Oh yeah, I'm on Pilotedge. Alright, so from 6,400, 18 minutes out. $14,000 feet. That's yeah, we should see if we can ask for lower here soon. See if they notice I'm coming in here. should be, yeah, they should be handing me off at some point here. Oh, yep, there we go. There's the changeover point. .4. It may give me a different frequency, but we'll see what happens here. That's what's on the charts. Matter of fact, let's actually check this chart. 7.4. Let's see if that's what they give me. I've already got it pre-programmed in. What I might do actually is give them information Zulu, their code for custom weather.
Contact albq center 124.32.
124.32 for Foxtrot Romeo. There's our changeover. Albuquerque Center, Eclipse 404 Foxtrot Romeo 21000.
404 Romeo, Albuquerque Center. Exit 827, contact Albuquerque Center 128.45.
Center, good evening. That's E27s with you at flight level 210.
Exit 827, Albuquerque Center, climb and maintain, flight level 240.
Climb maintain, flight level 240, that's 827.
Albuquerque Center, Eclipse 4 Foxtrot Romeo. Could we get lower if you got it?
Eclipse 4 Foxtrot Romeo, descend maintain 3000 grand altimeter 2988.
13,000 2988 for Foxtrot Romeo. Alright, good. Oh yeah, here, let's disconnect the autopilot so I get this straightened out here.
Station 75 Delta Whiskey Phoenix Tower, runway 25 left at Hotel 7, clear for takeoff.
Okay, we've got 13,000 flagged. I'm going to want about 1,500 feet a minute. So let's flag that as well. Change autopilot. And then I'm going to set auto throttle to 200 knots. Wrong way. There we go. Man, if I owned one of these airplanes, I mean, it almost doesn't even feel like flying. None of my flight school's airplanes have autopilot. Like, well, one's equipped with one, but it's not working. And for the technologically advanced airplane flight time that you have to log for your commercial now, it just has to have autopilot installed. It doesn't have to be working. So that makes for interesting. Well, I just find it funny. Okay. Oh yeah. Let me reselect nav here. Okay. Are we getting close to Tanner now? Yep, we're almost at Tanner, so we'll be on the public.
Citation 4 Delta Whiskey, contact departure.
Yeah, at this point, me neither.
Citation 74 Delta Whiskey, finish departure contact, climbing maintain flight level 210.
2988 for the altimeter there. Better set that in right. Hate that. Okay, come on. There we go. Alright, 2988. Really hard to adjust the altimeter in this one. Oh man. Yeah, years ago.
Eclipse 4 Foxtrot Romeo, descend and maintain 1000.
1000 for Foxtrot Romeo. Years ago, I got to go in a Mitsubishi M2. Yes, it is. It most certainly is a stay-of-the-head game.
Exit 927, ready to cross.
So let's make sure tower and 127.4 are in there. Actually, it's our next frequency. I wish this airplane, well, there's something about Pilotedge that doesn't let you use the nav, or the COM2 radio for communications. You can listen to their ATIS and stuff on it, but it won't let you transmit on COM2. At least that's been my experience. I'm not sure what's going on there. Looks like we're going into some clouds here. Okay, and now that we're at 11,000, I'm going to go ahead and put on the taxi and landing lights. We've already got navs and strobes on. Okay, anti-ice protection is on. Albuquerque Center, Eclipse 4 Foxtrot Romeo with request.
Eclipse 4 Foxtrot Romeo, go ahead.
I'm looking to do the runway 22 ILS for my airport Double Eagle.
Eclipse 4 Foxtrot Romeo, make request with Albuquerque approach in a couple of minutes.
Say again for Eclipse 4 Foxtrot Romeo.
Approach in a couple of minutes.
Roger, 4 Fox Romeo.
Citation 4 Delta with double descent 13.32.
We'll just keep the plane at 180 right here. That's good for me. Blow the plane down, buy yourself some time.
Albuquerque Center, citation 754 Delta Whiskey, flight level 200, climbing 210.
Citation 754 Delta Whiskey, Albuquerque Center, climbing maintain, flight level 410.
Okay, descent
Flight level
checklist.
410, 754 Delta Whiskey.
We don't have our landing data yet. Windshield defog.
Eclipse, Romeo, contact albq approach 127.4.
127.4, Eclipse 4 Foxtrot Romeo. The altimeter set, landing lights as required, and approach set up and brief. We've been briefing the approach this whole. We're all good there. I will, however, probably go ahead and select 5 outbound. No, it's not. Elvin and I had a AC control on VATSIM, pushed us around from frequency to frequency. Very fun. We had the time to do it though. Yeah, I'm kind of glad I did a lot of my flight training at a busy airport. Centennial is something like the 3rd busiest GA airport in the country. So on a weekend, everybody's out there, and it gets crazy. But it prepares you for that level of radio skill you need to really work as a commercial pilot. Centennial, it is kind of like a relief airport for DIA, southeast of Denver. It's mostly south of DIA though. DIA sits like in the far northeastern edge of Denver.
Eclipse 404 Foxtrot Romeo, Albuquerque approach.
Albuquerque approach, Eclipse 404 Foxtrot Romeo.
Eclipse Foxtrot Romeo, double eagle, altimeter 2988, see altitude.
11,000.
Eclipse Foxtrot Romeo, turn left heading 090, descend and maintain 90,000, vector to ILS, runway 22, final approach course.
090 vectors for ILS 22 for Foxtrot Romeo.
Eclipse Foxtrot Romeo, descend and maintain 90,000, advise we have double eagle weather.
Descend and maintain 90,000 and say last for Foxtrot Romeo.
Advise we have double eagle weather.
We'll advise when I have the weather for Foxtrot Romeo. And let's see if I can get that weather now.
Double Eagle 2 information Oscar. 100 Zulu weather. Wind 130 at 15, visibility 10. Sky conditions 3,500 scattered, 5,500 broken, temperature 3, dew point -6. Altimeter 2984. Arriving runway 22, departing runway 22. Advise on initial contact you have Oscar.
There we go. Albuquerque approach, Eclipse 404 Foxtrot Romeo has Oscar.
Gotcha.
And Albuquerque approach, Eclipse 4 Foxtrot Romeo. Was I asked to descend to 9,000?
Eclipse Foxtrot Romeo, affirmative.
9,000 for Foxtrot Romeo. I got all distracted there. Alright, we're going to disconnect the autopilot because apparently it doesn't want to respond there. That's alright, this is the fun part. But I am going to put the flight director on. Yeah, I'll bet. You know, there's a lot of traffic that comes through there. In fact, I've been meaning to show a video just recently, but the military has a fueling contract with Centennial. And so a lot of times they'll bring in F-15s, F-18s, F-16s. They'll land them there and refuel them as they're going across the country. Another big thing about the airport is that it receives a lot of the Air Force Academy training flights, which generally operate out of Pueblo, KPUB, which is not that far from Centennial. And in fact, I did my long solo cross country there years ago when I was working on my private. Let's put the throttle back in here.
Eclipse Foxtrot Romeo, descend and maintain 8,000.
8,000 for Foxtrot Romeo. Okay, we're just going to make nice, easy descents now. Okay. And let's go back to checklist here. Okay. Oh yeah, flag our altitude. Going down. Alright, now let's load arrival, ILS runway 22. I think the flight director's confused now.
Eclipse Foxtrot Romeo, turn right heading 185.
185, Eclipse 4 Foxtrot Romeo. Alright, let's go ahead and flag that.
Eclipse Foxtrot Romeo 5 from Darrell, maintain 7,700. Until established on the localizer, clear ILS runway 22 approach.
Maintain 7,700 until established on the localizer, cleared ILS 22 for Foxtrot Romeo. Okay, let's bring out 0.1 and the HSI source. We're going to put in the localizer, and that needs to be, was that 215? Okay.
Local 135 will extend to descend via the Hydro on arrival, runway 7 right transition, Phoenix altimeter 2975.
We're a little bit below. Yeah, cool. All right, who rated me? Who done it? Thanks for the raid, guys. All right, so I overshot it a little bit there. Oh yeah, I never got to ask him for custom weather. Haha, okay. That's alright though. The localizer's alive, let's go ahead and catch it. Alright, and then let's go over to
Eclipse Foxtrot Romeo, change the advisory frequency. Approved, report cancellation wave in the air. This frequency on the ground 122.2.
over to advisory for Foxtrot Romeo. Okay, so we're crossing the ILS here, so put our gear down, and we're going to configure the airplane for landing. Okay. We need 140 knots. Try and hold that there. Actually, let's bring it down to 1. Okay, and we need to get the yaw dampener off, autopilot's off. Go. Oh, yeah, it looks like we're pretty much right on glide slope now. Gotta put in a little bit of wind correction here. Okay, lights are on, beacon's on. Flight director here. One thing I've been practicing recently, as explained by explained by my new flight instructor, is that pilot flying should keep his heads down until you actually need to well, near minimum. So you'll actually call that out and then look up. This prevents certain situations from happening, especially when you're in hard IMC. Just cleared the clouds. It can be kind of disorienting, what I've heard. Our vertical speed look about 500. Okay. Now they did want me to go over to CTAF. Because I can only use one radio, I didn't have a chance to program it in until now. Double Eagle, Eclipse 4 Foxtrot Romeo, short final for runway 22 Double Eagle traffic. See if we can slow the plane down a little more. Actually a little high because I got a little distracted there. Yeah, Downwind, you've got the VR headset, so that some of that stuff must be actually pretty awesome when it gets into the IFR stuff. But I was still able to get down over the runway here. And just a little bit of rudder. I do have a tailwind, so... Oh no, it looks like the wind's changed a little here. Okay. So we get below 40 knots. I'm not going to make that taxiway. Yep, there we go. Put up the taxiing diagram. I'm guessing because it's night, the tower is not in operation. 5. All right, let's go back over to the frequency. Albuquerque approach, Eclipse 4 Foxtrot Romeo. You can cancel my IFR now.
Eclipse 4 Foxtrot Albuquerque approach, IFR cancellation received. Have a good night.
Roger, good night. 4 Fox. It astounds me how much power this airplane requires to taxi. Oh geez, man. I don't have any ortho scenery for New Mexico because I don't have the hard drive space for it. And man, I forgot how raunchy it looks without any decent brain image.
Wow.
Oh, there. Okay, we're on the sea path. Yeah, bud. Yeah, yeah, if you have one, yeah.
That night they
Well, they don't have to launch flares for you to see where you're landed, bud. But they do have plenty of different lighting systems to help you. Something less disorienting there. Yeah, see, I'm at like half throttle to taxi this plane, and it's always like that. I find it very interesting. It's not that heavy of a jet. My feet are off the brakes and everything. Alright, we're gonna find a place to park here in a second. Looks good enough for me. Yeah, I've already put the flaps up. Air source. Need to go ahead and change that. Oxygen. Oh, we can go ahead and turn it off as well. Icing protection. And we'll get all of our lights off. Some of these don't map to the switch panel. It's plane. It's been a little bit of an extra hassle, but you know. Pretty pit. There we go. Okay, parking brakes set. Throttles need to be stabilized for one. We already got the air source off. Engine selectors to off. Turn off the generator stuff. Generators to off. Bus tie switch to off. Battery off. And now it's completely dark. Yeah, thanks for sticking around, Downwind Sim. I know you were halfway through this short little IFR hop, but be fun. Let's see how much fuel I burned. Almost all of it. That's because I was flying down low, and I've got a plane full of adults. Nice and heavy. All right. Thanks for joining me, guys. If you're interested, I'm going to be probably posting some videos onto YouTube here soon from some of the flights recently that I recorded. I'm just still splicing together the footage at the moment. So, anyways, guys, have a good one.